Okay, there's one thing I need to show you, and uh, this was a sobering realization. Can I please have, oh,
Sorry.
oh, no. Yeah, oh, man, what the hell?
You oh, what happened?
No, we're good. See my Excel?
Yes.
So let's talk through the logic, and you tell me if it makes sense. You gotta love the hockey stick, right? But how many units you sell? 10 units. What is your price? What is the affiliate commission? 25%. What percentage do you sell through affiliates? 80%. In other words, your sales of those 10 units translate into 79.92. And how is that derived? It's 9.99. I'm actually asking for you to check the logic on this one, okay?
Yeah.
So we multiply the quantity by the price by the affiliate commission, 1 minus affiliate commission.
Yeah.
So the price is essentially reduced by 25%.
Yeah.
Plus we multiply the quantity by the remaining 20% that didn't go through affiliates.
Yeah.
And just multiply it by price. So 9.99. So there's 20% that are sold at 9.99.
Yeah.
And there's 80% that are sold at 9.99 minus 25%.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's going to be a coupon in play.
Yeah.
Coupon is going to be about 50% off.
Yeah.
And of all of the sales, about 95% are going to be sold with that coupon, assumingly.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So then we take whatever sales we did with affiliates and without affiliates, and we multiply it by the percent sold with coupon, and then multiply it by the coupon. Since coupon is 50%, it just doesn't make sense.
Isn't the coupons applied before the affiliate commission? Like you're not paying the affiliate 25% of the $10, you're paying them 25% of the post coupon.
Of course. Great, brilliant. Yeah, so this is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is
you're absolutely right.
Understated, because you're giving the affiliates too much money here.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. God damn it. Yeah, I first need to calculate the coupon, and then I need to calculate distribution with affiliates.
Yeah.
So reverse. I'll do that.
Okay.
But in this scenario, this is what it looks like. That's 1 million. That's 100,000. Oh, I should actually do this. So big inflection point is 25,000. This is where we surpass 100K.
Yeah.
This is just sales. Here's the sobering realization that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Average cost of click on Google is 276. Average, I took it from Guru.
Yeah.
Average cost of click on Bing is $1.63. Again, massive averages across all different categories, blah, blah, blah. Conversion rate, 5% is amazing. Anywhere between 2 and 8 considered to be good.
Yeah.
We're at the lower price point, so our conversion rates are supposed to be higher.
Yeah.
1,000 clicks would cost us on Google $2,700, almost $2,800. 1,000 clicks on Bing would cost us $1,600. At the 5% conversion, guess what? That's going to be 100 people.
Yeah.
100 people at full pop at $9.99 will yield $1,000.
Yeah.
In other words, cost per sale or cost of acquiring a customer is $43.90. In other words, ads do not make sense unless our conversions are in the, like what we need to be, what, 70%?
Yeah. Or if our cost per click
50%
is really low.
40%, 30%, 20%. Okay.
Yeah. Like
so we have to be at, what's the break-even percentage here? So we have to be at 22% conversion to justify doing any ads. And so my thought is we would do pilots for about a week with, let's say, $100 or $200 cap.
Yeah.
And see what that does. Maybe $100. Because on the cost side, so Glide cost per 12 months, say we go with the public with email. And I know how we can circumvent that. Because if somebody puts in their email and they just want to use the app, we can set every filter view to off if they don't have first name and last name set up.
Right.
So they're just going to get a blank screen with a button say buy the app.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Say the first part again. This is for people who do.
Are you
what?
okay, Greg? Are you
Yeah.
okay?
No, I was just reading something.
Oh, okay. No, it's just I thought this is the first time when it's not that you're distracted. It just feels like you're
In La La Land?
No. It feels like something's really weighing on you.
No, not at all.
No? Okay. So because if I'm right, and the only way to do sign into the app with an email that's in the sheet is to go to the Pro private,
Yeah.
which is it's like if you pay for 12 months, it's $30 a month, but there's a $2 per user fee.
Right.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Then the only way to do it is public with email. But public with email allows anyone with an email to try to sign up.
Yeah.
Now, because we're doing a validation and anyone who's signing up will be only providing their email.
Yeah.
When they see the app, we can put the filters on all of our tabs, all of our content, that it's only visible if your first name and last name columns are populated, which they will not be.
Yeah.
And the only way to populate those columns is to go through our sales page.
Yeah.
So that's my workaround. But still, if 25,000 row limit applies, at 1 million customers, we would have to be managing, I think it's 40 versions of the app.
Yeah.
At which case, if we do have 1 million customers, which by all stretch of the imagination, we're gonna hit 1 million customers. I'm gonna take my 2 million and I'm just gonna retire.
Yeah. We'll make this scene a reality here.
Yeah. Once I'm clear of my mortgage.
Yeah.
So assuming we're there, I also started researching some Ontario shops that I'll show you.
Yeah, like I think about like Miguel's thing is he has that paid column.
Yes.
Which we also have, but that's for the person who paid. Like there's obviously unpaid users, anyone that's been invited. So I think what you said works good. I think more than just the button to buy it too. Like we can have like a little video or some kind of like sales pagey content.
Whoa, Greg, that's a great idea
on the app. So people are like enticed to buy.
That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Definitely. Shit. Okay, that's another thing that goes on a Trello board. You said it. You own it.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
But are you going to do one of the rinky-dinky videos? Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, or we can use the videos we've got. Like I got to rejig them with the latest version anyway.
Yeah, they would have to be redone because the navigation changed dramatically.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You're absolutely right. You can have like 5 or 3 second snippets of each tutorial video. This is how you add, like, how they cut from one scene to the next.
Yeah.
And then we can just have like maybe scrolling text on the app with some nice background, because Camtasia does have like those backgrounds which I could never find use for, but this could be a use for it.
Yeah.
Just to click bullet points.
So this is app development.
Yeah, so this is I was just looking through companies. Most of them do not have pricing, but these are all Canadian ones. I don't know if you want. There's a ton of there are a lot of people in Pakistan and India who are offering developing a PWA for 289, which I do not buy,
Yeah.
obviously. But what I was getting from some different blog posts, a PWA can cost anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000,
Right.
like a fully developed. So it's not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable to have a proper backend and no scalability issues.
Yeah.
So this is something that if we see this growing fast, we might want to investigate.
Yeah.
There's one beauty that we have, a massive advantage that we have. Most people who go to agency to design a PWA, they come with an idea and they ask you to design from scratch.
Yeah.
We have all of the logic and all of the screens already laid out.
Yeah.
In fact, we even have back-end tables that they can mimic and replicate, and that would work.
Yeah. I'm
So,
having flashbacks to working with Wrangle.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I used to argue with them every day because they'd be asking like, well, we don't understand. How is this supposed to work? How's this supposed to work? I go, well, if only we had a working version of this software already that we could refer to and see how it's supposed to work. Oh, we do. Why don't you go and look at like our working version and you can see exactly what's going on? Well, I don't find that very helpful.
What?
How is that not helpful? I know.
But it's one of those things. It's not insurmountable.
Yeah.
And I was, oh crap, the wrong button. This is where I was going with this. So it makes sense. And it's not that far off. So I mean, even 50,000 users already gives us enough funding to run it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things.
And would you want to go with a paid PWA app, or would you want to go with a like a native app?
No, paid PWA, dude. Native apps. One, you have to deal with the store. You have to deal with App Store. You have to deal with Android. Google Play.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable. That's one. Two, you need to retain a development shop for any of the updates. Remember, any iOS update, any Android update that comes out, security patch, you need to make sure that you're compliant. If you're not compliant, you disappear from the store.
Yeah.
No, not at this point in time, not unless we find,
Is there a threshold that you hit that you say, okay, now it's worth doing that?
Yeah, I think so. But then we would also know where people, because we have analytics on this.
Yeah.
We would know exactly what devices people log into. So if it's predominantly iOS, then you can say, okay, I'll prioritize developing iOS first.
Right.
Our business model right now is a one-time fee.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, sustaining an app is so if we find other ways of monetizing, either emails, content, or anything else.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. We will need to find other ways of monetizing the app in order to be able to contemplate a native app.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go back and review that video with Miguel yet, but I'm thinking too, like like it's worth a conversation with Glide at some point too, to find out like what.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like because they have their enterprise solution.
Yeah, that's the one that would be interesting. But I hope,
to me, it's more like, okay, well, this is where we're trending or what we're doing. What does that look like? Like, how do you negotiate with them in terms of what is a realistic price to pay them for their services?
Yeah, because they also tie enterprise version to users. So, but it's worth a conversation. We can describe the business model and see. But this is just app 1 of 3 that you had in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, so we were talking about cost. So the advertising, there's search ads, and these are the keywords I was researching yesterday. Let me just make it slightly bigger. And cost per click, that's consider that the lower end of cost per click, somewhere in the middle. So you would have to bid more to be the top of the page.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first ones are all names of books. I did not realize how many times people search books.
Yeah.
Specific titles of books. It blew my mind. 201,000 searches a day.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. That would have been, let's take a look. So my settings are, my settings are what? Where is it? Global, yes, it's global. That's a month. So about a fifth of a million a month. And that's just one title.
So that cost per click there, how does that relate to what you had in your spreadsheet model that was like $2 and something?
No, this is actual per this keyword, but it's not that far off. I mean, if you look here, like personalized baby books.
Yeah.
And this is just an English and an Americanized typing of it.
Yeah.
But then there are some, like these long tail keywords, not as many searches, but it certainly is easier to rank higher for them.
Yeah.
So I can see there's book names, that's one type of an ad. There's anything to do with baby shower, and then there's anything to do with baby books, like baby board books, baby story books, baby books online. Then Facebook and Instagram. So I'm thinking, who do we target? Airline pilots, consultants, shift workers. I don't know how that. So Google, Facebook just changed their audience insights to a new version.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy to do, but you know what? One of the biggest things that came up, pregnant chicken.
Yeah.
Pregnant chicken is an interest that you can target.
Yeah. I know she's huge.
Huh?
She's huge. I'm telling you, she's like a celebrity.
Dude, I think I'm missing that. I think I'm missing that point. It's just because I've never been close to a celebrity.
Yeah.
So I never knew a celebrity. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're talking about Amy. Amy is like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I told you, like when they go, my wife and them go to Buffalo for Black Friday, like the week before, they'd be in Target and Walmart and stuff, and people would come in and be like, "Oh my God, you're Amy Morrison from Pregnant Chicken."
Wow. Yeah, but nobody else, like out of this list, for example, where was that?
She goes to this baby show, or she used to go every year in Vegas to this big, huge baby show exhibition.
Yeah.
And like she'd have vendors like tripping over each other to come talk to her.
Fuck. Again, I don't think it's sinking in. I think it's like, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah.
Like I don't know what this is going to translate to for us, but we have no experience with this thus far. What is it like to be tapped into a 250,000 follower person?
I don't know.
And if you think of her audience, like that's 250,000 people that are actively following her. That's not all the other people that just go to her site or that she has impressions with, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't even know. But these two ladies, Kat and Nat, which are also Canadian, with 1.3 million followers on Facebook, they do not come up as an interest.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I didn't even look at Amy's Facebook. Wonder.
She's like 17. Oh no, so I actually didn't look at her Facebook. No, I didn't look at her.
She's also big on Pinterest, apparently. Pregnant chicken. Oh, 296,748 people follow her.
I wonder how big is her email list.
I don't know. Where can you see that on here?
No.
You just mean that?
No, that's something that she would know.
Yeah, I haven't asked her.
I'm going to draw up in Gero, I'm going to draw up our funnel as it stands right now, just so that when we talk to Amy, we can see what people are going to be experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to the sheet, medical professionals, busy executives, military personnel, and that's Army, Navy, Air Force, and then
Space
affiliates.
Force?
Huh?
Space Force?
Space Force as well. Yeah. That's a thing, man.
I know it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I don't think anyone's been deployed yet, but it's a thing.
Yeah, I hope nobody. Well, we wouldn't know. If they've been deployed, we wouldn't know. And then affiliates. I was thinking, so there's a couple of approaches here. Is you start Googling like baby shower blogs, and this came up in keyword research. Like there's a lot of stuff that comes up. Some of them are big, like parent.com. Okay, nothing to be scared of. But then there's some people that are kind of like Amy, have developed their audience and whatnot. So there's baby shower blogs, baby shower gift idea blogs, baby blogs, parenting blogs. And what I was thinking is we just, like I said, that email that at one point in time, you will help us write.
Yeah.
I looked at the pitches. The pitches all go like here. I love your blog. I love this article where you talked about the blog.
Yeah.
Who are we? We're this, and this is what we've done, and this is why it fits your audience. By the way, here's an affiliate proposal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the structure, at least the internet suggests.
Right.
There's nothing stopping us from writing to every one of those blogs and saying, hey, you wrote an article about gifts for parents. We have a brand new idea. You wrote an article about why it's valuable to read to your kids. Well, we have a solution.
Yeah.
You wrote an article. You get the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think this is there's some proof of concept stuff that we can get from working with Amy.
Of
that
course.
says, you know, we've done an affiliate program with Pregnant Chicken, and she made X
in number of days.
In X weeks.
Yeah.
How would you like to make X?
Yeah. No, access to Amy. And I think we stagger this all. So we park this until we go through the cycle with her.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I did do yesterday on that one card that you opened up there was I made some reminder notes for myself.
Yes, Kardashian. Yeah.
Because I was like, well, because I go back to the theory, like the idea of when you go into Instagram, you can basically in your comments on people's posts.
Yeah. That's
like a free way to advertise to people that are looking at those posts. And
can they remove your post?
I suppose they can, but like the reason I noticed this is because when I look at sports things, there's like a slew of posts of comments in those posts, like, you know, some comments from Leaf fans, like, you know, fuck the Leafs, and then there's one that says, you know, check me out, I'm hot or something, and it's like there's all these like whatever sex workers on answering like men's sports blog things to try and get clicks to their profiles and stuff. So I was just taking that same logic and going like, you know, for celebrities that have young kids and an audience, like you put clicks, put things in there, or like you try to respond to them first and say like, hey, we've got this great idea, we'd love to share it with you.
Yes.
Whatever. Did I tell you about Jamie's advice on adding links in your posts?
No.
So when I might have mentioned it, like he said, as soon as you put a URL in your post, the algorithms deprioritize your post. So it's funny because yesterday I did my video and it's the first time I didn't put an algorithm in. An algorithm, a URL. And when I looked at it this morning, like normally I was getting, you know, I don't know, 6 or 10 or 12 views. It was over 50. So I'm going to go back and look at historically how much some of my stuff has been viewed versus now that I'm not putting a URL in the post.
Yeah.
and just see if that works. But I think there's a lot of angles that we can. And again, like if we get in with any one of these like celebrities, like I'm not expecting Kim Kardashian to do anything, but at the same time, like I think it's a cool story to say, like, you know, whatever. Like imagine if we posted something on Kim Kardashian's thing and she liked it. Like
Flight servers crash.
yeah, it was like we could phone Glide and say we would like to buy you.
Yeah. There's no reason not to pursue it.
Yeah.
It's free. It's absolutely yeah. What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no bans.
Nothing. Well, yeah, even that, but even I think it's just cool to take a screenshot of like, I mean, it doesn't mean anything because anyone can post on anybody's thread.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Yes, and have it like yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if we use it for marketing. I just think it's cool to say, hey, like this is what we've done. So,
So research keywords for Bing ads. That's in progress. Audience, kind of in progress. Yeah, this is email sequence. Yeah, you haven't done shit.
no, I haven't done much.
What's wrong with you, man? This is not like you at all.
I know. Did I tell you, like, I can't remember what day it was, if it was last week or earlier this week. The first time since I started this, I had the thought in my head that I should take a week off sometime.
That's a very sane thought. You can't do it right now because the 14th is the launch date, but
yeah, no, well, I think what I'm going to do, like, we've got camping booked in July, in like I think it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of the weeks.
I'm going camping in June, the 18th, no, the 20th or the 21st of June for 2 nights.
Yeah.
And then I have a cottage booked in July and a cottage booked in August.
Yeah, nice.
And I can see that all being derailed by the wild success that this is going to have.
That's okay. It's all pre-work, hopefully. Although if we have to set up 40 versions of the app to accommodate the millions of fans that we're gonna have, then that's another story. But
that's a story I can live with.
It's a good problem to have. Yeah. Then you can buy the cottage, just live there full time.
Realistically, you can have, I don't know what it's called, but you can increase a price in increments of 25 or 50 cents after every, put a number out there.
Yeah.
Let's say after like 1,000 people sign up, the price is now $10.99.
Yeah.
It's essentially slowing the curve, but every next person is more valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think to that point, like if we start with like this, the idea of $9.99 with 50% off.
Yeah.
And it goes crazy.
Yeah.
Then we immediately go to 25% off or 40% off or something.
Yeah. Or you can, or if it goes wild, then you go to affiliates and you offer them 50%, but then we bag the full $4.99.
Yeah. Yeah. I think too, in like in Thrivecart, you can actually set limits, right? So you can say there's a 50% off coupon for the first 1,000 people.
Yes, and it provides you numbers of how many is left. It's actually a very interesting tactic.
Yeah. I wonder if that's something to explore for the launch.
No.
I
mean, we're assuming we're a wild success, but let's see it. I mean, I don't know how this is going to play out.
I don't know either.
I don't know how this is going to play out.
Part of me says it's going to be crazy, and the other part of me says we're crazy.
Exactly. I second that. There's a part of me says like, no one's going to buy this.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, but no one's going to buy this. The other part of me says, listen, it's just going to be click, 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 click.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, with everything you and I talked about, we make it dead simple to buy it.
Yeah.
With AB, whatever she's going out with, she will be going out with that coupon, and it's going to be a rich coupon. It's $4.99, man.
Yeah.
It's $4.99.
Yeah. I know. It's like,
Your coffee can cost more than that. Coffee and a cookie can cost more than that.
yeah, it's like 2 diapers.
Exactly. That's a good way of putting it. For the price of 2 diapers, give your kid a leg up in their development.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. I'll get all the copy reviewed today. And
here's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Here's what, so this is, I didn't do this yesterday. To be honest, I completely forgot because I never created this card. So version B, what are our use cases? Late nights at the office. It probably will not resonate. I'm not going to make it the first card. Not right now. It's not going to resonate.
yeah. Business travel. Long deployments. Family members that don't live close by, however you want to say that. Multilingual families. Yeah.
So this is airline, cruise ship. Who else is like away for a long periods of time? Ship captains. I mean, that's, yeah.
Yeah, oil workers. I don't know. There's I think the even like dual working households, where you have there's a caregiver taking care of the kid all day.
What do you think of shift workers? Because shift workers can mean even like shift in the factory.
Yeah.
Where else would you go?
Yeah, I mean, even executives, like I guess the business travel kind of captures.
No, executives, yeah.
Yeah.
What else do we have in mind?
Yeah. We talked about the overnight camps the other day.
Like if you were working in the warehouse, like I'm thinking Amazon warehouse at night, that's also shift work.
Yeah, that's shift work. Yeah.
So how would shift work like that just on a night that you're staying home versus the shift work when you're like actually absent from home for a month or a couple of weeks at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, first responders.
Yeah, first responders. Fire.
Oh, fire, yeah.
That's a pretty healthy list.
Yeah, so I'm intending to make each one of them a card.
Cool. And then we can prioritize them, I guess, based on where they
Yeah,
show
well,
up on the page.
yeah, yeah. Okay, if you have anything, just add it to the sheet,
Yeah.
into the card. I'm gonna get on that today. So I'm gonna fix the formula. It's right here. Where is it? Financial planning analysis.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna replace this sheet with, after I correct the error that you caught. Cool.
Cool. I'm going to go
Um,
watch that Grumo video again because I want to put to bed in my head this 25,000 row thing.
yeah. Well, I mean, once I got to the point, even if it's a 20,000 development, the bigger problem is how long it's going to take rather than how much it costs. Because if we're at a point where we're contemplating that, means that our sales have gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Not a bad problem to have at all.
Yeah.
And
One other thing I was thinking about, like if on the photos and things, should we build in recommendations? I don't know, like when I upload, it doesn't ask you about the size of the photo or anything.
mhm.
But if somebody's like editing their photo to go into the app, like Olga was saying, like she wants her photo to be perfect, is there something about, save it as a certain size or a certain quality? Like, when you send a message to somebody with a photo attachment, it says, do you want to send small, medium, large, or original image? I don't know if that helps in terms of our costs, or even if there's some back end process that you do to downgrade photos from like full resolution to web optimized versions.
If we were on WordPress, I would say yes, and it's done automatically.
Yeah.
But in this environment, I think it just grabs the picture.
Yeah.
There is something that I can put in terms of, I think I even put on, I think on the audio files, I even put a disclaimer that it should not be bigger than 10 megs.
Yeah.
I can do the same for a picture.
I mean, it's the kind of thing you don't really want users to have to think about, because it's like another technical step.
But it's actually, Greg, it's a valid point, because cameras nowadays, like this phone can take like crazy resolution photos, and they're huge.
Yeah.
Massive files.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Like I know there has to be a way to, like, somebody who's like a programmer could figure out an overnight process or something that would go and like crawl the page and find all the photos that were over a certain size and re-image them and replace them with a smaller resolution photo. So to the end,
For us right now,
well, I'm just saying there's if we get to the point where like too many photos that are too big
yes.
cause problems in terms of the load speed of the app,
Mhm.
and just the overall storage and so on, then there's got to be a way to do that.
Well, then we need our own platform, because remember, Glide stores it somewhere on their cloud. That's why we only get a link.
Right.
We can't crawl that.
Oh, those, yeah.
Because then the only other thing is would be a manual.
But the image, like the audio is a link, but is the video, is the image a link, or is it actually a link?
No, that's a link.
Okay.
If you look at the,
because in the sheet you see the little photo
sheets.
image.
See?
Okay.
Storage, Google APIs.
I see.
So you still have access to it. I mean, if I click on it, there you go. So you could, well, it's not something that we want to touch right now.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's
they're saving it on BigQuery. It's a BigQuery link.
yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add one more thing here. Okay, sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
Any word from Kevin Linder?
No, I looked at his thing. It didn't look like he added anything else last night. So
Okay.
I'll get my wife to ping him today
Okay.
and set up a meeting for the weekend.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna create the help page today. I'm gonna create the version B page today.
Yeah.
And anything else that I can take a look at. Yeah, and I'm gonna do that Gero thing. I actually, if I do the Gero thing, do you think it's gonna help with the email sequences? And I don't want to make emails like that we're gonna send out heavy. I don't want them to be like pages of text.
Yeah. I don't know what do you mean help with the email sequences, Garu? I'm not understanding what you're asking.
Do you have in mind what how many emails a sequence should be?
Well, I think like when somebody signs up, they get their initial email.
Yes.
I think there should be a whole bunch of triggers that kick off different things. So that's linked to the usage of the app.
Mm-hmm.
So some messages is around different use cases. Some are reminders to use the app.
And hence my question: do you think mapping it out in Gero would help?
Yeah.
I actually like that because you don't like if somebody added a book, no problem. Why would you send them an email about how to add a book?
Yeah, but you don't want to annoy people that are using the app actively so much as you want to nudge people that aren't using it. But there could also be like feel good stories. There could be like, if somebody's using the app and they haven't added people, reminders of like, hey, did you know you could add your babysitter, your grandparent, blah, blah, blah. There's links to the Facebook page.
And
the most I would send is like once a week, and probably the right frequency is like once a month. But
I would agree. I was just thinking that, for example, when you're the owner and you buy the app, you should have about a 5 email, like a default 5 email sequence, which says first email you get right away when you buy it. It's kind of like confirmation. There's the app.
Yeah.
The next day you get, here's how you add a family member. And did you know that you can add as many, like reminders of things that you think people would know, but they don't. Like you can add as many family members as you want.
Yeah.
Second day is here's the best way to narrate a book.
Yeah.
And here's where you save it.
Yeah. Your family member can download the app for free.
Yeah.
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 Here's how
we had a process at Pressima for new users that we called flawless onboarding experience.
You got it.
So we said, what are all the steps? Because it was like, well, somebody requested credentials and then nothing happened. Well, we put a process in place that monitored, have they logged in? No. Reach out to them by email. Did they respond to that email? No. Phone them. There's the idea was that the first 2 weeks when somebody signs up for something, is when they're the most likely to use it.
Yes.
So you got to take them from where they are to where you want them to be in those 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is
screaming. It's the exact same.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. So there's I'm using 5 as I have no reason to say 5.
Yeah.
But let's
Call
just
it
say
flawless onboarding sequence.
flawless onboarding sequence. Yeah, this is this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for new users, that's the flawless
Yeah.
onboarding sequence.
Yeah.
So that's that. But then when they invite people, because they have less things that they can do on the app, you might want to send them tips on how to where to find the text of the book.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that might be another like 3 emails.
Yeah.
We might just be sending out training videos that we're going to create anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I think this is where you get into all these use cases and you say, hey, like, is your kid going to another kid's birthday party? Why don't buy them a book and gift them this app with the book?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Do we want to go on for a few more minutes? Because I got to run to the bathroom if we're going to talk for a few more minutes.
Run to the bathroom, maybe just so we can wrap it up nicely. Yeah, I completely forgot. So we talked about on the phone yesterday, and I didn't put it as a card. I'll think through the process of creating 100% off coupon that you can gift.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking too, like for engaging with Joanne, like if we printed off a small card or something that her cashiers can put in when people buy things in our target range.
Yep.
It just goes in with their, whether they talk to it or they just insert it in their bag. So when they go home, they get a little piece of paper that says Storytime app 50% off.
Yep.
Whatever, with a QR code on it.
Yeah, just yeah, that would be freaking amazing. In fact, she's got an online store, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and she's got a big email list too. So
If she would be selling this, she would be a perfect affiliate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Like what's her margin on cards?
I have no idea. I'm sure it's high.
But I think 50%, I mean, would be appropriate, right? Or more than appropriate.
Yeah, probably more than appropriate.
Yeah. So if she can make a 35% or 30 margin on this easily,
yeah,
and there's no stocking cost,
yeah,
why the hell not?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she already thinks it's a great idea too. So,
well, we'll take Amy through this next week and see what she says. By the way, do you think it's appropriate if I'm on the call, or if you would rather just do it yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this week I'll do it. Like the next week I'll do it myself,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then we'll see how it goes. And then I'll suggest that we do another call.
Don't worry about that. I mean, one, there's no reason for me to be on the call to introduce another.
Yeah.
You had this conversation. You just manage. The outcome is what matters.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm there or not.
Yeah, no, she's on board.
Yeah.
I just don't know what that means exactly, but that's
So you'll take you through this and you'll see the feedback, and you can then take sorry, Lauren, no. Hallmark,
Joanne.
And then you can take Joanne through the same kind of idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think when I show Amy, like show her the app, show her the web page, show her the Facebook page, and then show her here's our dream come true scenario for what you can do for us.
Yeah.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Then we'll know full well. So maybe what I'll do too is I'll work on mapping that out in terms of what the presentation to her is going to look like. And on Monday, you and I can go through it together.
Okay.
I mean, I really think the app sells itself. So
In this latest version, I think it does.
yeah.
Especially if you take Amy all the way through the sales page, and we will have both versions of the sales page at that time, and she can click on a button and she can put in the fictitious card, and she can immediately receive the email, and then she can immediately log into the app herself.
Yeah.
We would be, oh yeah, well, we have testing planned for the beginning of next week, so we'll know that all works.
Yeah. Well, I think too, what excites me too is that Olga was very complimentary about the ease of use and how smooth the app was. And that was the old version, which we know is like half as good as the current version.
Yeah, I mean, the onboarding process in that version was not intuitive.
Yeah.
Remember how it used to say, go here to check your profile?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
How long have we been at this? When was that Monday that you proposed this?
Well, I'll tell you, I sent Amy the email.
Concept version of the app. We'll need to put it in here. Oh, go to that presentation of that you did in PowerPoint and see the creation date. It's that weekend when you had a flurry of ideas.
Yeah, May 17th.
No.
May 16th. May 16th was the Sunday. That's when I sent her the version of the app, May 16th.
So are you serious?
Yeah.
Can't be.
1, 2, that's 3 weeks.
It's just 3 weeks.
Yeah. 3 weeks from an idea to where we are today. That's agile, baby.
That's more than agile. That's freaking delivery, man. Really, 3 weeks? I thought this was more.
No.
Can you imagine how better Jamie's app could have been if I was involved?
I know. Well, you will be.
That is such an achievement, buddy. That is such an achievement in itself.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, I wonder how many of Jamie's other students have ever attempted to sell him anything. Probably not.
A few, I would imagine.
What's that?
A few, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, we've come a long way in 3 short weeks.
It's I'll be honest with you, it's getting a bit scary.
Yeah.
Again, because of so many launches already in the last 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
So many attempts of changing the world, and
Yeah. But the
which have
key
flopped.
difference here, like everything we've done, I think,
Was to cold audience.
yeah, but it was, yeah, but everything we've produced is equivalently as good as this. The difference is we have an audience. Like if we had a primed audience of 250,000 people for all of our other products, we would have been laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, because 1% of 200,000 is 2,000.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of
I know. Well, the way I've looked at it, like even if we had 1,000 people right out of the gate, that's it. You know, compared to where we've been on other stuff, that's that's a huge leap.
It's a huge leap. Yeah, indeed. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And this thing is, you're right. The flawless onboarding sequence would play, because as soon as people begin telling other people about this,
yeah,
it
exactly like
changes the game.
Like if you do, let's say we do the conversion game, right? So she's got 250,000 followers.
Hold on. Let's do the conversion game.
So it's times 3%, just to be conservative. So that's 7,500 people.
Yeah.
Now, each of those people has an inner circle of a whole bunch of people. So, you know, let's say each of those people recruits 2 or 3 people. You know, so, you know, conservatively, I don't think 15,000 people is crazy. Like it's
not, yeah. So we can make $37,000, which is not too shabby.
Yeah.
And that is just one avenue that we're exploring.
Exactly.
It's just one. I'm telling you, there's a part of me that just until it happens, it's very difficult to imagine that it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's realistic.
Yeah. Well, I say even in like interview simulator, right? Like I was talking about it in my video yesterday. It's $20 for the full thing.
Yes.
And I say something like, you know, like if you could spend $20 and improve your interview skills, like measurably improve them, like that's a no-brainer to me. Like if I've ever heard of a no-brainer,
yes,
that's a no-brainer.
Yes.
And so I keep thinking to myself, I know it's not like the greatest thing ever, and it's really not doing a hell of a lot, but like if it's something that initiates you into listening to questions and practicing your answers, you're going to get better at answering them. Like it's undeniable. And I just think like 100 people could buy this. Well, 1,000 people could buy it. Well, like 1 million people could buy this. Like there's literally like 8 million job openings in the US right now.
It's true. It's true. It's I guess it is all about the type of audience that you can talk to.
Yeah.
You're right. $20. It's not the sum of money that you would trip over, and yet, yeah, it's. Maybe it's something to do with what we talked about yesterday. Maybe it's people believing that they know everything that they need to know, and then why would I spend another $20?
Well, the thing that jumped in my mind is like the whole notion, like, well, why I ended up buying Snappa as an example.
Yeah.
Originally, I was doing it for free, and then I thought, you know what, I'm spending more time spinning my wheels, trying to do workarounds with free software and whatever, than if I just bought this and I turned what's taking me like an hour into taking me 30 seconds. It's worth the $20 or whatever the price was, right? So like just to have access to all those questions in one place, on my phone, on my computer, whatever. Like it's you know, it's $5 over a minimum wage 1 hour of work. Anyways, like I think the difference is this is going directly into the heart of an audience that is primed and engaged. And the power of Amy telling them that this is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just that she's going to expose people to it, but it's like it's an implied endorsement of it on her end.
Yeah, I mean, if she's willing to put her name behind it,
which carries weight.
It is massive.
You know, it's the, like, you know, Kim Kardashian says, "Oh, I love this lipstick," and fuck, the lipstick company sells 1 million lipsticks.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll know.
We'll know fairly soon.
You know, the week after next.
The week after next.
We'll know if we're.
Yeah, and in the presentation, just something off the top of my head is so we would love to be on her page, or at least maybe we can write a blog for the page. I don't know. I believe she has advertising on the website, like AdSense.
Yeah, probably.
It would be great if all the new subscribers, if we could be included in some sort of a maybe sequence that goes out to new subscribers, especially email subscribers. It would be great to be part of a blast to the community and a post on Facebook/Instagram.
You know, it'd be great if she'd want to do a like a Zoom call with us, the creators of Storytime. And you conveniently,
that is a genius.
You conveniently have your son run into the room and interrupt the call.
And then Ian walks into the room.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Where's my story time?
Buy this or I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Imagine if she agreed to do a Zoom like that, and we could take that footage and put it on our Storytime website and on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Even if it was whatever it is, and we just cut it down to something like a consumable 3-5 minute chunk.
Yeah, well, we could chunk it up. We could turn it into all kinds of content.
We just need to make sure that we de-risk it for her.
Yes.
So there's nothing that can blow back onto her product, onto her reputation. Like, and that should go in the deck that we're vividly and consciously aware of the fact that is a must for this relationship.
Yeah.
You're right. 2 weeks after next, or wherever that thing begins, we're gonna see.
Yeah. Well, and that's like, I don't know. That's one thing we got to nail down with her. I don't know what her timelines are like. Like, she might have stuff planned out several weeks ahead of time, and she can't execute anything for a period of time. I don't know.
That might very well be the case. Yeah. I mean, Facebook is a good avenue because that's not really.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know. Maybe she does have a full.
Like, I don't want to be like the vendors that used to come to me like 3 weeks before the long weekend, say, "Oh, I want to be in your long weekend ad."
Yeah, dude.
You should say, okay, what, for 2022? Yeah, like, I mean, you're too late. But there's no point in convincing ourselves one way or the other what it is. Whatever she's going to do, she'll do.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'm here, and I know where to find you.
Yeah, I promise to pick up my productivity over the next 3 days.
Yeah, you better. And expect all of those tabs that are assigned to GF to be in the done column.
That's right.
In 2 hours.
They'll be in the done column.
Done and done.
All right. Later.
Okay, buddy.